about when you watch porn, those questions growing up that you're like, the only way I'm ever going to know this is if I sit down and speak to a porn star. So I'm frothing this. Do you actually orgasm for real in these situations, or is it just like, I'm literally here to act, I've got my scene, I'm just going to go through the motions?
For me, it's sometimes, and it really depends on the environment that the director creates. So if we're shooting a gonzo scene, which is an all-sex, non-scripted scene, which means I'm able to do basically whatever I want with my on-screen partner, that is very conducive to real orgasms. That is when we're able to connect and really have authentic sex as if the camera wasn't there. But if I've been booked for a scene where it's going to be heavily directed, and sometimes in heavily directed scenes, the director is not only telling you which positions to go into, they're telling you when, and they're telling you when to orgasm.
So they're literally like, okay, doggy for 10 seconds, flip.
Yeah, longer, always longer. 10 seconds.
You're like, I've
no.
had enough.
10 seconds, no way.
But are they behind the screen going like, in 3, 2, 1, we're missionary. In 5, 4, 3, we're doggy.
Like, not quite like that, but yes.
Because of course you're not going to come, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard when a man in the corner is like, okay, come for us now. Like that.
And he's not even involved in the scene.
Yeah, and some directors say we need an orgasm in every position.
But that also sounds like half of the people I ever slept with. They're like, okay, come baby, come now. And I'm like, nowhere near it, babe. Like, it's not going to happen.
I would love to know, like, how does it impact your dating life in the real world? Do you only date people who work in the entertainment industry? Do people get jealous? Like, how do you navigate your real life dating alongside your on-screen romances?
It's a lot easier for me to date within the industry
Totally.
or in entertainment in general, because I think people in the entertainment industry get it a little bit more. But I'm always open to dating outside. It's hard to understand the industry when you're not in it.
Yeah, and I guess like so many people, and it lives on such a scale, but there is so much bias, you know, and there are so many preconceived ideas about it. And so even if you think that you show up to this space quite liberal thinking, I think unless you've actually worked in it and you understand the nuances, you're always going to have some feelings of like, oh, but what about that scene? Or what about this thing? You know, there's always going to be a question mark somewhere in your mind. And it's so hard to overcome that in total.
Well, I don't think the question will always be there, because there are a lot of performers that do have partners that are not in the industry, that are not performers themselves. And so I think over time, you can, even if you're not in it and you haven't done it, I mean, you're not going to understand it 100%.
Yeah.
But being around it long enough, you're going to understand like the differences and the boundaries and, you know, porn sex versus real life sex and what the dynamics are. So it's possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think it just comes down to